开往杭州西方向的高19804列车现在停止检查。现在开始检查，有乘坐该次列车的乘客请系好安全女士们、先生们 A15A 检票口检票进站。Ladies and gentlemen, train number B254 列车的旅客，请到12A、13A 车票改签手续。
Voy a escuchar música offline. ¿Vas a leer algo?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Fuxinghao train. Smoking is strictly prohibited on this train. Dangerous items are not allowed on board. Please do not touch the devices with red marks so as to avoid any accident.
查询列车运行信息，畅享餐饮选购、补票升席等便捷服务。欢迎您的使用，期待您的宝贵意见。绝遵守有关规定，维护战车运营秩序。
Ladies and gentlemen, please purchase tickets according to regulations. People who travel without tickets, behave disorderly, or smoke in public will be punished according to regulations, and their behavior will be recorded in the individual credit information system.
各位旅客，铁路公安机关正在开展3打3保专项行动，对霸座、猥亵、醉酒滋事等违法犯罪行为严厉打击，发现一起严处一起，绝不姑息。请旅客朋友遵守战车秩序。
Welcome aboard the Fu Xinghao train. Smoking is strictly prohibited on this train.
即要到达北京西站，列车近16站台，请坐。
西方属金，走财运的，咱们走最西边啊。
Attention, attention, ça descend là.